Hi. So today I'm going to discuss one of the very popular problem statement on the linked list, that is reversing a linked list. And let me tell you, reversing a linked list question is asked in interviews of many companies. Of course, we cannot remember the entire program of reversing a linked list, but what you can remember is the logic behind, the what we call it as an algorithm to reverse a linked list. I'm going to discuss the algorithms to reverse a linked list first, and then we will write the program in the C programming language. All right. So there are two methods of reversing a linked list. The first one is without recursion, and the second one is with recursion. When I say without recursion, I'm going to simply use while loop to reverse the linked list. All right. So let us see now the logic of reversing a linked list. Now, whenever this question is asked in interviews, do not forget to, even if you know the program, it is always good to draw the linked list, explain the algorithm of reversing the linked list, and then you write the program for that. So here is my linked list. Every node has some data part and the pointer to the next node. And the last node will have the null pointer as the next, isn't it? And we are going to have one head pointer also, which is going to store the address of the first node. Now to reverse a linked list without recursion, that is using a while loop, we will require three pointers. So whenever the question is asked reverse a linked list, remember you will need three pointers. So let me take three pointers R, Q, and P. Initially, R should be initialized to null. All right. Q is pointing to this one and P is pointing to this one. I'm just explaining you the logic as of now, and then actually we will see the program for that. So the logic is the middle pointer Q, its next we are going to modify to the previous one. And what is the previous one? That is a null here. So R stands for the previous node, Q is the current node, and P is the next node. So Q's next is equal to null I am going to set. Here I am going to set to R is null initially. And after the first, this is the first iteration in the while loop. The second iteration would be increment all these pointers by one node. All right. So this will become your R, this will be now Q, and this will be P. Simply, I'm going to move the pointers one node ahead. Now repeat the step of reversing a linked list. Q's next, I'm going to again make it to R. So you see, R is now pointing to this particular node. All right. Again in the next iteration, my R will be Q. So how to increment these pointers to the next node? Simply R is equal to Q, Q is equal to P, and P is equal to P's next, isn't it? And again, Q's next I would set to the previous one, that is R. Increment it, R, Q, P, I'm sorry, it is R, Q, P, reverse it, again increment it, R, Q, P, reverse it, increment it, R, Q, P, and finally we have reached to the last node, but one more time we have to do R, Q, P, and Q's next, which is currently null in the last node, it is going to be the previous node R. And this is how we stop. The entire linked list has now reversed. And the last thing you have to do is the head pointer is pointing to this particular node. Now you have to modify head pointer to point to this particular node, and tell me which pointer is pointing to this particular node. That is a Q, isn't it? So at the last, I'm going to say head is equal to Q. After the while loop, I'm going to say head is equal to Q. And what is the condition on which we will uh, come out of the while loop? Whenever P will reach to null. All right. You see, P was pointing here. The second last iteration, the P was pointing to the last node, isn't it? And when I do P is equal to P is next, what is P is next? P is next is null here, and that will get assigned to P. All right. So that's how when P will reach to null, when P will become null, we will stop our while loop. All right. So that's the three-pointer game, I can say, to reverse a linked list. Now, with the help of the Visual Studio, I'm going to write the program in C and show you how to reverse a linked list. All right, this is my Visual Studio. I'm going to create a new project. So here C++ is selected, under which I can write the C program. All right. So you can just select the console application, and let me give the some name to my project, that is reverse link list. All right. So here is my main function. Let me just erase all the comments here. I'm going to write the program in C. So that's why I will say stdio.h and not use the IOStream, which is the library for the C++ programming language, isn't it? You see the extension of the file is here is .cpp, but that's okay. We can write the C program in CPP file. So first I'm going to create the linked list. And after that, we are going to, let us say, print the linked list. We will reverse the linked list. And again, we will print the linked list. All right. So let us first create the linked list. For creation of the linked list, I will need to define a structure first. So struct, let me take employee as a structure name here. Int employee ID. All right. And I have to define a next pointer, isn't it? So I say struct
For that, your phone needs a mobile
employee.
or Wi-Fi connection first.
Struct employee, and here is your pointer to the next node. So whenever you have a pointer of the same data type inside a structure, then it is called as self-referential structure. All right. So let me create a linked list. So I'm going to take the head pointer now. Struct head is equal to, initially it would be null. All right. So I'm going to define a function which allocates the memory for one node and that returns the address of the node. So I'm going to say struct star struct employee star. This is the return type, and the name of the function is create node. I'm just going to say the employee ID I'm going to pass employee ID. All right. So in this, let us do the memory allocation first. So I'm going to say malloc the size of the structure, isn't it? So I'm going to just say size of struct employee. All right. And what malloc returns? Malloc returns a void pointer that we need to typecast. So again, I'm going to say struct employee star, and where we need to store, we need to have one pointer, isn't it? So struct employee star p is equal to, otherwise you can just declare p and you can say p is equal to this particular statement. Now here I need to uh, include the library that has the malloc function declaration. So the library name is malloc.h. All right, that's no error now, and I'm going to simply return p. So that way this function allocates the memory, and of course we need to set the uh, employee ID here. So I'm going to put it like this, and whenever I create a new node, the next pointer I'm going to set it to null. All right. So with the help of this function, I'm going to create first node. Let us assume that the 10 is the employee ID, and this is my first node. So straight away I can say head is equal to create node, and the next one I will do head next is equal to create node. This time I will say 20. All right. So you can keep on doing this. I will have 5 nodes in my linked list. So 30, 40, and 50. All right. So of course we need to store the pointers at the correct location, correct next pointer. So all right. So this is the way I have created one linked list. Now let me quickly write a function to print entire linked list so that we have a clear idea. This is our linked list, and after reversing, the linked list is reversed. So print linked list, I'll say, and the argument I'm going to take it as a pointer to the head. I mean the head pointer. So struct employee star p while p printf the employee ID. Let me just print percent %d here, percent %d, and I'll simply give the p's employee ID. Okay, and after while loop, I'll say printf next line. Before while loop, I can say printf linked list is /n. So this is my simple function here. Let me call the function here. I am going to call, so let us print the linked list by passing the head pointer. So let me execute this program. Let's see if you have created the linked list properly. Oops, there is some problem, I guess. So let me stop the debugging here. So first is second, third, fourth, and fifth. 5 nodes I have. Okay, so here I have to say p is equal to p is next, isn't it? So that's how we will move to the next node. Otherwise, we will be printing the same node again and again. That will be endless loop. So let me again print it one more time. Execute this one more time. Perfect. So here is my linked list, the nodes of the linked list. First 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. All right. Now let us write our logic to reverse the linked list. So I'm going to take 3 pointers. As I said, struct employee, star p star q and star r. R and q I'm going to initialize to null. All right. And p will be pointing to the first node of the linked list. And I'm going to write the while loop here. First, I'll do r is equal to q. You see, r is equal to q. Then q is equal to p. Q is equal to p. P is equal to p's next. All right. All right. And what is the reverse step here? Q's next is equal to, what is our statement? Let me go back here. Q's next, here is my q. Q's next is equal to r. All right, that's it. So these 4 lines of code here is going to reverse the entire linked list. And at the end, we have to say head will become head is equal to q. So if I go back, the last head q will be pointing to the last node at the last iteration. That's why head is equal to q. So that is a simple program. You see how simple it is, but many students forget it on time. Do not try to by heart this program. Try to remember the logic of the reversing the linked list. And here, let me print the linked list one more time. All right, that's our program. Now let me execute it. You see, the original linked list was this one, and after reversing the head I have passed, and the head is now 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. Okay, so that is the way we reverse the linked list using the while loop.